Hey everyone, what's up? Sorry for the creaky chair, but yeah, my name is Chloe and I am suffering and I am struggling, and I kind of wanted to make a video series documenting everything in its raw form. I realized like a lot of what I look for on the internet is like some kind of connection or like some kind of understanding that I'm not alone. And I feel like things are so filtered that I can't, like, nothing's really resonating with me in a way that makes me feel like I'm not alone. Like, everyone is like, I feel like people who post stuff, like, I'm talking specifically about YouTube, but also I guess like TikTok, but people usually post things after they're done healing or when they've like recovered from things, etc. And they don't really film the descent of everything. And right now I'm kind of in a very low moment of my life. And last year I peaked. Last year was so peak. I was eating super healthy. I was working out every day. Like, I was literally glowing, and people all told me I look super good and whatever, yada yada yada. Maybe I'm focusing too much on how I looked. Like, yes, I looked super good because I lost a pretty decent amount of weight and gained a lot of muscle. So I was very like physically in shape, and I looked good and I felt good. Like, I really did feel good. But now I'm in this weird state where I am literally chuz and I am chopped cheese and I feel like chopped cheese. Okay, I feel like chopped cheese. And so, I don't know. I've been getting therapy recently and I think it's helpful for sure. But there are, like, it's not easy to break out of old habits. It's not easy to get past these coping mechanisms that you've dealt with for so long. It's not easy to look at things in the eye and accept reality for what it is. And my face looks super puffy right now because I low-key just ate way too much. Like, honestly, you guys, I've been struggling with binge eating over the past few months, and that's why I've gained so much weight, and it's affecting how I feel mentally and physically. But I can't, even though I know it's low-key destroying me, I can't break it. And I'm trying to break it, but it's a lot easier said than done. I saw this YouTube short by this influencer named Sophie Silva. I think that's her name anyway. And she also struggled with binge eating disorder in the past, and she was saying like how it's so hard to overcome it just because of the fact that with all these other addictions, right? Because binge eating disorder is an addiction to food, but with all these other addictions, it's usually like things that you don't necessarily need, right? But for food, that's quite literally something you need. So you live in this weird limbo of like, I need this thing, but it's low-key my downfall. You know what I mean? Like, how can I break a habit if it involves something that I need to live? And I think that's like the worst part of all this. But disregarding that, I am also that's like the main thing I think that's really like bothering me. But I do know like binge eating and addiction in general comes from a place deep inside that's just not treated. It's a coping mechanism. It's a distraction from everything else, except I cannot really pinpoint what exactly it is that... Sorry, it's late. It's 1:19 a.m. I've been telling myself, like, Chloe, you need to sleep, but I haven't been sleeping. And I also took like a 2-hour nap, so I'm not even that tired. That's contradictory because I just yawned. But anyway, yeah, I don't really know what the issue is with the binge eating. I think it is like a method of avoidance, but disregarding that, I don't know, it's just hard because I'm either eating too much or I'm eating too little, and I don't know what the frick is going on because my hormones are whack, my metabolism is whack. Like, I don't know where my period went, which is like kind of concerning. And in high school, I did have a problem with like under eating. I guess like it was never diagnosed, but I'm like pretty sure it was anorexia. And I also lost my period back then. That was like maybe 5 years ago. But now it's like I'm back, except now I'm not even skinny. So it's like are we dead ass right now? Like, I just don't feel healthy, guys. Like, I don't feel physically good. Anyway, besides that, I think I also feel incredibly lonely, and that sounds so stupid, but I keep thinking that someone can come save me. And in freshman year of college, which is 2 years ago, I was in a situationship with this guy that I really, really liked, and he was in my friend group, my new freshman year friend group, and whatever. It was probably the closest I've ever been to being in love, if I had to say I was in love, which I'm pretty sure I was, as much as I don't want to admit it. And recently I had a falling out with this guy and the rest of my friend group from freshman year, and this was very, very recent. Like, we're thinking like 2 weeks ago, maybe not even 2 weeks, like more like a week and a half ago. I made the decision to leave the group, and I made it low-key dramatic. The TLDR is that my best friend was being very obviously excluded from the group, unintentionally, but she took a step back because of personal reasons. Like, she had another thing with another person in the group and blah blah blah, whatever. But it was very like, I don't really know, but the point is she had to leave the group, not officially, but she just didn't show up to any of the group hangouts, and she didn't text in the chat, blah blah blah, and no one reached out to her for a month and a half, and that kind of pissed me off. So I was like, okay, if you're gonna treat my best friend like this, I don't want this anymore either. But it was more than just that. I also felt like the group was drifting in general. I was just very pushed off to the side, and maybe it was unfair of me to hold them to such high standards, but you know, there's a reason why I held them to these high standards. And I guess it just like, I guess it really hurts because, especially with my ex situationship, even though I don't have romantic feelings for him anymore, I still think about, like, you know, how he made me feel back in that time and how close we were. And it's sad. It's sad to see that just not be a thing anymore. And I know it's always like, oh, you can just meet new people, blah blah blah, like make space for new people in your life, which is why I dropped them. But they genuinely felt like my family, and it's kind of depressing to think about. But anyways, also this is completely unscripted, and I'm not gonna edit this either, which is kind of scary, but whatever. Oh, what was I saying? Right. So, I have like other friends. Of course, I have my best friend, and I have like other people that I enjoy spending time with, but obviously there's always gonna be some kind of like loss in my heart. And I think I'm trying to like fill that gap in by trying to find a romantic partner. And that's also a really great area for me because after my situationship, I dated this other guy for 2 months, and we were talking for a little longer than that, but like it was not it. Like, I absolutely, I detested the fact that he made it so unsafe, and in terms of just like I just felt unsafe because my boundaries were being crossed all the time, especially when it came to like sexual innuendos. I am not a fan. I'm not a fan of that. I think, some people like that, but I'm just not like that, and like at all. And I made it very clear that I wasn't like that, but he didn't really listen, so whatever. That was kind of traumatizing, and I try not to think about it too much. But yeah, also he is chopped cheese, bro. He's chopped cheese. Anyway, yeah, if you're my ex and you're seeing this, I do not regret saying all this about you, because first of all, like, who is gonna know? And second of all, I honestly don't care, because this is just how I feel. And I do not care about repairing any sort of relationship with you. Like, say all you want. Like, I don't care, whatever. And I know, like, it might be water under the bridge, but you actually did ruin my perception of relationships a lot, and I'm not as bold as I used to be. I used to be I used to be a go-getter when it came to romantic relationships, but I don't really feel like making moves anymore because you low-key ruined how I viewed romance. And now my entire life is being overthrown by the fact that I lost my best friends. I lost my best friends while I'm struggling with this eating disorder revival, and while I'm trying to balance a really, really tough academic workload, and I'm burnt out. I'm literally so tired, and I'm losing my strength. Going to the gym was such a big thing for me. It was such a core part of my identity, but I'm losing out on that. Like, I'm losing out on everything that made me proud of myself. And I guess that just really irks me. Like, that makes me really stressed. And I don't know. Maybe I'm just maybe I'm just too hard on myself. I don't know. But the point is that I am so depressed. And I am so I'm so done with everything. I'm so done with everything. I want to reset my life. You know what I mean? I wish there was just a big reset button that's okay, I'm just gonna wipe your brain clean with not and you and I'm gonna wipe your life of commitments and obligations and everything. Everything is just cleared. I have no obligations. whatsoever. Like, how nice would that be? How nice would that be? Okay, like, this is how I would reset my life. One, you know, it would be like, I wake up. Oh, it's like the concept of waking up in another body. You know what I mean? Like, if you woke up in someone else's life for a day, like someone you really want to be. Like, personally, I would love to be a white, rich frat boy. That's just me. But I would love to wake up in this body. Like, I would love to wake up as a white, rich frat boy who has a ton of friends and has no mental issues and has a hot girlfriend and has good grades, even though he's a white frat boy, and also has like crazy confidence and also has like crazy face card and is tall and is like conventionally attractive and has hella gains and like blah blah blah. Like, that is who I wish I woke up as. But anyway, if I woke up as this hypothetical, super hot, tall, smart, sexy, rich, white frat boy, like, what I would do is I would wake up at like 9 a.m. Okay, I feel like, because even though I am a frat boy and I don't gaff about things, I'm still smart and I still have to get my work done. So what I would do is I would just bang out all my work in the morning, and I'd eat like a breakfast while I'm like doing it, like some kind of like really like gym bro breakfast, like an omelet or something. And then after I finish my work, I would go hit the gym. And then after I go hit the gym, I would go to all my classes. And then after I go to my classes, which I don't even know if I would go to my classes. Actually, I would go to my classes, because I need to go interact with people. So I go to my classes just to interact with my friends and like my other frat bros. And then I would, after my gym workout, I'll go eat again because I needed fuel for my gains. And then I would go, I don't know, I'd probably like go hang out with people. Like, I'd probably just fuck around, maybe play some video games, like invest in some hobbies. What do frat guys even do? Honestly, I don't even know. Like, what do y'all do? Like, play sports? Maybe I should pick up a sport. Talking about sports, I've always wanted to be like sporty. Like, I want to be athletic, which is why I was so like good with the gym. And last year I was actually like, oh my god, it was so peak. Like, I was hitting like 5 pull-ups. Like, I was like doing weighted push-ups with like 25-pound plates. Like, I was doing like pistol squats like crazy, and I was squatting hella and blah blah blah. It was so, oh my god, I was so peak back then. Like, I was actually peak. Now I am washed, but oh my god, my face looks so just ignore that, please. But anyway, yeah, I've been yapping for like 19 minutes, and I don't know. Like, I'm starting to realize I don't know what exactly my dream life even is. But I want it to be more than whatever this is. Like, I want it to be more than just like, I want it to be more than studying and binge eating and studying and then binge eating and then whatever. Like, I want it to mean something more than that. I feel like I'm losing touch with myself and my interests, and I don't know, maybe I should pick up a hobby. Like, maybe I should pick up a new hobby. maybe I should do something that actually, you know what I always wanted to do? I wanted to do martial arts. I think it's so cool. And also, I can't move my body like that. Like, I'm just not very fast or agile. And I have a busted left ankle because I injured it. Like, I sprained it like 10 million times. But I do want to learn martial arts. I just don't know where. Because I don't have a car. And I'm on a college campus. I guess there might be like some kind of club, but like low-key, I'm scared to join those clubs because they're probably like all super seasoned and like whatnot, but I literally don't know anything. Like, I don't know anything. Yeah, that's one thing I want to do. What else? Yeah, I want to learn how to ride a motorcycle. I know that's like super random, but I've always wanted to like learn how to ride a motorcycle. As a kid, I wanted to be a race car driver, like F1, which is kind of weird and kind of crazy, but it was a fun dream while it lasted. I don't think I would do that anymore because I don't even have a regular car, but I think like I've always wanted to do something more high adrenaline, and I don't know, maybe I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't even really know what that means, but yeah, I think I really live for the thrill. I really do think I live for the thrill. And I'm not a very, I'm not a very chill person. Like, I know a lot of people like, like just chill stuff. And like, I'd have chill activities. I love art. For one, like, I like, that's just been something I've been doing since I was a kid. But I need something like, I just need adrenaline. You know what I mean? Like a race. I used to do some team, and I used to race, and I actually really liked racing. Like, getting on the blocks and like, being ready to give it your all. That's just something I really miss. And I don't know. I just don't really have anything like that anymore. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should like join a competition or something of some sort. But I don't really know. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that I don't. All this is that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, and I hate my 20s, and I hate everything, and I'm chopped cheese, and I am so lonely, and I don't know how I'm even like functioning in life right now, but I am, and I'm still here. So hopefully it gets better, guys. Bye.